Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm so glad that you are here. We are stepping into the energy of the full moon in Libra on April 1st. We're looking at Earth energy. This is for Earth signs. And this one is all about balance, truth, and realignment in our relationships, especially the one we have with ourselves. Full moons bring illumination, they bring things up to the surface, and in Libra, that light is shining directly on where we've been overgiving, where we've been people-pleasing, and where we've been abandoning our own needs just to keep the peace. This energy is asking you to recalibrate, to come back into alignment, and to choose harmony that includes you. So as we move into this reading, I want you to take a breath and ask yourself, where am I ready to restore balance in my life? I have also linked a manifestation workbook in the description box below for you to download and to use to manifest your best life using this current energy. Be sure to tap like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love connecting with you. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start with a Moonology Oracle card to get a general energy for the full moon in Libra for Earth signs. Let's see what energy and message is coming through for Earth signs. Thank you. And Earth signs, we are getting a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So I'm getting a lot of energy in around service. Excuse me. Being of service, again, giving rather than taking. But along with that, like, I just got like giving and receiving, right? So not just taking, but giving your energy to really shift and to help the collective, and then from there you're also receiving something. So let's take a look at our message for new moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. Let's see what we are getting for you. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make the restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these into your routines now. However, you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. Attune to the moon. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Additional meanings for this card, place them where they resonate. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success without being paranoid. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. All right, so really a focus on health, a focus on, again, giving. So really giving to yourself, giving to others, really focusing on those routines, but really looking at how you giving to yourself. And again, I'm getting filling the bucket. Like you have to fill your own cup before you can fill others. And so that is a real big energy along with this. So again, that giving and receiving, but it is definitely a time to give rather than take. All right, Earth signs, let's jump into tarot and see what we are getting for this full moon. I'm just going to set that over there. That wanted to jump out. Let's see how it connects with our read. So, what energy, what messages are coming through for Earth signs for the full moon in Libra? Thank you. And Earth signs, we are getting for you the Magician. This is the energy you are needing to embody or are embodying as you move through this full moon. We are getting the Six of Wands. This is the energy that is coming to illumination or being illuminated at this time. We have the Eight of Wands, which is the energy that you are needing to lean into. And then we have advice from Spirit, which is the Three of Pentacles. All right. So, so we have two major arcanas. One is our Magician as well as the Wheel. The Wheel was our extra card, and we'll see how that plays in here. And I'm already getting, again, divine timing. I'm already getting that this was divinely orchestrated, whatever is in play right now. If you are dealing with a health issue, there's a big message again. There was a purpose and a reason for that, and it was to teach you. And so be reflective and look through what was it that you were able to overcome and what was it that you needed to. I'm getting, again, some alternative medicine. It's interesting because I'm connecting that with the Magician too. Maybe some holistic. I'm not a medical doctor, and again, you want to make sure that you're seeking out help conventionally as well as holistically, but there could be some alternative. I'm getting some Reiki, just some things like that. So that could also be something that you help or you add to your routine. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. This is the energy that's underneath it all. So this is an energy of boredom, of apathy, of just, I'm over it. Like, I'm done. There are these things, these situations, these different experiences that I have been a part of. But the thing is it's the same old, same old. I'm getting the same old, same old. If I have this situation come in and then I choose to solve it in this way, I'm choosing to solve it the same way. I'm choosing to solve it the same way, but I'm expecting a different result. So there's this like this apathy for, I'm just tired of always trying to give, but there's an energy of try something new. I am really sorry. So again, if you are in the process of healing or needing to heal, there could be other things that you might try. Maybe, again, new routines. I'm getting to, like, maybe you had at the beginning of the year set a New Year's resolution to lose weight. And you've tried and you tried and you tried. You've done this and this and this, and you're like at a plateau. Shift something that because that's going to help. And again, when we're also thinking about really tapping into this energy of this full moon, it's relationship wise too. You could be in a current relationship where you've tried this, it's the same thing and you're just feeling bored. It's time to bring something else in, and Spirit is coming in saying, I am giving you an opportunity to do something. It's really connecting with that divine timing. There was a purpose and a reason for, if it was a delay or if it was something that you were just like, I keep doing this and it's the same thing over and over again. There is an energy of it needing to be, because you're really manifesting, you're really moving forward with something new. Now, the energy that you are needing to embody or are embodying is the Magician. Now, this is card 1. So there has been something that you have started, something that you have taken a risk. Like when we think about the first card in our Fool's journey is the Fool, right? And that's taking a leap of faith and moving forward. Well, along that path, we come to our inner magician. This is all about manifesting, all about using our magic, all about really putting out that energy, right? Shifting, really using our magic, envisioning, really getting to work on that. And so when I think about just a time to give rather than take, I'm tapping into a relationship right now where you have been mending, you have been doing some healing, right? There are some things that you want to change and are manifesting, in the process of manifesting. So it's now ready for you to give forth that energy. So if it's, I want my significant other to embody this energy, right? You can't tell, and you can't make anybody else do anything. Like the only person you can change, or the only person that you can affect, is yourself. So it's give. So embody that energy that you are wanting. So if you want your romantic partner to be a little more romantic and write you love notes, you write the love notes and you start doing that, right? So what you're doing is you're giving and you're kind of role modeling, right? This is, I want to continue to manifest this within my relationship. So I'm going to embody that energy as I'm going. Because then again, not only are you embodying it, you're sending out those vibes, right? Manifestation is all about really setting in our energy into the universe and the universe responding. And again, it's not like there's no direct, but there's shifts, there's certain things that can come from that. Now, there's a couple things that might happen. One, I mean, there's lots of things that could happen. One, you embodying that energy and you being that role model of how you want to be loved is one, something that you are meant to have. But it will show if the person is wanting to reciprocate, right? They will be like, hey, yeah, I'm going to start doing the same thing. I'm really enjoying these love notes, so I'm going to do that. Or it could very well give you the idea of maybe there is nothing else, right? Maybe it's time for me to move on. Maybe it's time for us to take a break or do whatever. So you're in the process again of this manifestation, but really needing to give rather than take, meaning I'm going to give my energy, I'm going to give it my all, and let's see what happens from that, right? That is where, again, universe is going to be responding, and you're going to be able to see, especially when we really think about this, how are you reacting to that? When we look at this full moon in Libra, we're really looking at our relationships, especially with ourselves, right? How am I reacting to that? Am I giving, or I'm embodying this energy and I'm doing this and the other's not responding? That gives you data, that gives you some information. Maybe we need to do something different. So again, you're manifesting, you're in that energy right now. So really think about your vibe, think about how and what you want, how you want to be loved. And this, if it's not romantic for you, it could very well be in your business partnerships. Like we have wands here and pentacles, that can be our careers. So our relationships within our careers and our jobs, right? You want to manifest, like there's something that you have been really, I'm saying conjuring, I just think of like a lot of magic here. So there's things that you have been, energy that you have been putting out there. And so again, there's that given, or that give and receive type of energy too. So give out that energy, give out the vibe of what it is. Embody that energy, because that is what's going to help you to get back whatever you are wanting to get back. It's like that. I'm getting echolocation. It's really funny. I'm in my mind. It's like bats when they're flying around. They make those sounds. Well, it bounces off and it comes back, right? And it really helps guide them. What's their path? Where do they need to go? So there's a lot of, not only am I doing this, I'm giving out my energy to see where I best fit, or where I need to fix or change or adjust. But it's also giving me a way to make sure that I'm surrounded by the people I need to be surrounded by, the things that I need to be surrounded by. Now, the energy that is being illuminated is the Six of Wands, right? This is a victory. This is, I am shining. So get prepared, because you are going to be seen, heard, and understood. There is an energy of what's coming to the surface is, I'm getting like confidence. There is something that, and it could very well be in work, right? Maybe you have you're shifting, and you have been on this path, and now you're moving into this path of being the leader, right? Being on stage, being a motivational speaker, or giving, we have graduation that will be coming up real soon. Maybe you're somebody who's going to give that. Maybe you're in the space of like teaching or any of those things, but you're being seen, heard, and understood. And so what is being illuminated is your confidence, right? How am I standing up tall and straight? Am I really giving forth how I want people to, how I want to be reflected, right? Am I dressing the part? Am I speaking in the ways that need to be, the ways I need to speak, embodying this energy, right? As this confident person moving forward. So again, things are going to be coming up to the surface. It could be old energies, right? There could be an old cycle that you are needing to look, are those in the way of me feeling my most confident self? If so, that's going to give you, like, you get to reflect on that relationship. Am I letting that run the show? If that's the case, then I can cut those cords, or I can heal, or I can do the things I need to, so that when I am being, again, seen, heard, and understood in the limelight, I'm on stage, whatever that may be, I am standing tall, proud, and in my own strong confidence, right? So there are some things that are going to be illuminated. And this is really just, I'm getting a real big self-reflective vibe. So universe during this full moon is really going to start bringing, again, full moons bring things to the surface. And the reason why it does that is so that we can face them. They are high emotions, right? I'm getting some energy stores too. Some of you have been really working. You've been manifesting. You've been working on your energy levels. You might have taken up a new health routine. I'm feeling some low energy, right? By vibes and by body. It's time to maybe look at your sleep. Maybe you need to adjust that so that you are refreshed and you're revived and you're ready to go when it's time to step out on that stage. I'm getting to maybe some self-care. Maybe you need to, because you have been working out and you have been going every single day, maybe you take some off days and you do some cross training, whatever that might be. Maybe low impact. I know from, I can't remember, it's maybe 2 reads ago, when we were looking at that new moon, part of what was being asked was that you go out and have some HIIT exercise. Well, if you went and did some of that, you are really, that's high energy. Maybe it's time to do some restorative yoga, right? To replenish your energy stores, because these things are being illuminated, because you're going to be stepping out on stage wherever that might be, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a business, whether it's all of those things. So you are going to be seen, heard, and in the light of a whole bunch, like you have an audience that you're calling in. So if you are working on something where you are needing to call in audiences, or like I'm getting kind of like a musician. If you're a musician and you're going to be playing, right, you're calling in your audience, you're calling in those people that are going to help propel you, right? So you want to stand strong, you want to stand confident, and you want to be ready and prepared, body, mind, and spirit. Now, the energy that you are needing to lean into is the Eight of Wands. Now, again, so there are some big vibes. If anyone is doing anything online, and you're needing lots of messages or comments or emails or things like that, there is a big energy that this stuff is coming in, right? So you need to lean into, again, preparing yourself to do those things. This is what you're manifesting. You're pulling in the audience. You're pulling in being seen. So this can be messages, lots of them. Maybe there are some answers to some questions that you are seeking, and you have information coming in. This can be strings of abundance, right? This can be maybe you have asked for certain resources and all of a sudden here it comes. You need to lean into that energy. There are going to be some signs and synchronicities. So open up your senses when we have signs and synchronicities come in. It's not just I see it or I hear it. Like it's all of it. So we feel vibes, we feel we use our sight, our taste, our sound, all of our five senses, but also ultimately our energy as well. And so again, wands are all energy. So there's a big, almost like burst, right? And it's a direction. For those of you who are not knowing where you need to go, like you're still trying to seek your direction, it's coming through. You're going to have all these wands are pointed into one space, and it's going to be go time. So again, I'm getting a lot of, for those of you who need to, maybe you need to correct your sleep habits because you have been burning the midnight oil, whatever you've been working on. So lean into the energy of following the direction of the signs and synchronicities, the energy flow, where your energy is flowing, right? Where attention goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, attention goes. So if you are, if you want to draw in that audience, where are you putting your energy? Are you using the energy that, are you being aware of how you're using your energy? I'm sorry, there's a mosquito in here and it's trying to take a bite. So sorry if I'm just trying to get it out of here. I won't hurt it, don't worry. So again, this energy, like where are you attending? Where's your energy going? So be aware and again, attune to your relationship, your reflection. How am I spending my time? Am I doing and giving myself, right, the same TLC that I give others, right? And that's I think that's been a big message for earth signs, that there's a lot of giving and a lot of saying, hey, I take care of the people I love ultimately, but then we do the self-sacrificing thing and we don't always take care of ourselves. So that's again, where's your energy going? So lean into some of that reflection to see where can I adjust and where can I monitor. Now, advice from Spirit is the Three of Pentacles. This is collaboration. This is building. This is working as a team. So, again, I'm getting back when it was really talking about those medical, there could be a team that you're like a team of specialists that's working with you. Lean into and understand that they are there's a big message of trust what they're saying, right? Maybe there's a new team or you're shifting. Maybe this is group workout and maybe that's what you need to go do. Again, maybe go take a yoga class or a Zumba or something like that. But you have a certain role when it comes to this. So reflect on what is your role? What is your role within the business if this has to do with your professional life? What is your role within your family, right? In the relationships. Are you getting back the same that you are wanting? So when we think about how we want to be loved, first off, we are able and capable of being loved in beautiful ways. That is what we're entitled that, right? Are the people who are surrounding you in your family respecting and loving you in the ways that you need to? If not, maybe that's where you have conversations. Maybe that's where, again, I'm getting that energy where you are that role model. You teach others how they are needing to love you. That might be, if I want more love notes, I'm going to give love notes. If I want love texts, I'm going to say, I'm going to start doing that. But I'm also going to let the others know, hey, I would really appreciate if you would just text me back, you know? And it's not bad asking for that. And in fact, that's what we need to do. So I feel that this, like, advice from Spirit is really teach others how you want to be treated, teach others how you want to be loved. And that is by, again, embodying that energy, but also like speaking up for yourself. Like this is it's part of what makes me who I am, right? And if I am not filling my cup or being supported and having my cup filled, right? Even though this is Pentacles, this is why I keep saying it's like maybe work or family. But if my cup is full, then I'm able to help support others. And so really think about that relationship that you have with yourself. And again, just a big energy of what all of this has been orchestrated within divine timing. There was a purpose and a reason for everything. So be very self-reflective and check to see how that is flowing in your life. All right, we're going to get an inspiration card to end our read. To close it out, let's see what we are getting for earth signs for this full moon in Libra. Thank you. And we are getting act upon your inner impulses. If you play the game of life, you'll have plenty of wins and losses. Regardless of your talent level, being inspired means that you're willing to act upon your inner impulses so that you'll never experience the pain of dying while still wondering what if. All right, so there's some burning desires, right? Again, you have some things. There is an offer coming through, and I feel that it's with your heart. And your heart is saying it's time for you to act. It's time for you to step in, manifest what you want, and do it well, because again, you're acting on the inner impulse, and it's really going to help to really make sure that you are building a beautiful relationship with Spirit and with Earth and not feeling so bored. All right, Earth signs, that's what I have for you today. If there is any feel-good vibes I can send your way, please let me know in the comments and I'll send them along. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation. Be well. See you next time. Bye-bye.